Victoria. In this week's episode, I will be reviewing Dark Souls 2. My boyfriend Jay has been playing Dark Souls 2 for about 6 weeks now. I think about a grand total of 44 hours. He first started playing Dark Souls 1, which I don't remember a lot of, but what first caught my attention was this big giant bruised thumb hat. Literally looked like a thumb. I walked in and he was super proud of earning this hat. Apparently it took him a lot of work, and he looked really silly, and I was thoroughly amused. So I'll be reviewing Dark Souls 2 on a couple of categories: concept, graphics, sound, playability, and finally, and I think most importantly, entertainment. So first is the concept. Your boyfriend's character is this like warrior dude in a medieval magical world. He's going from level to level, gathering silly hats and unusually large weapons, defeating as he goes along creepy bosses. They're generally like a rat king or some kind of Borg thing. And then at the end, he gets to talk to some generally hot priestess and ends up at a bonfire, sits down, takes a poop, and then the next thing you know, he's whisked away to the next level for more creepy hats and large weapons. I think the point of the game is to gather up enough Dark Souls where you get to turn back into a human. Because of the vague purpose of the whole game, I would give it about a 7. So for graphics, it's pretty realistic, I think. Depending on how your boyfriend decides to dress his character, they're gonna look pretty badass. My boyfriend's character generally look like nightmare fuel. The landscapes are sweeping and rather picturesque. They do a really realistic sunset, which I appreciated. The colors aren't exactly vibrant. I think that's because most of the levels are super creepy. It's gritty and dark and rats and weird pigs and all sorts of creepy stuff. Overall, I think it was rather aesthetically pleasing, and so for that I would give it an 8, but because of the always entertaining silly hat factor, I'm going to totally level it up to a level 9. Next would be sound. At first I really liked the background music. It's very soothing and peaceful, and I thought, oh, this is really nice compared to a lot of the other zombie games that I watched him play. But then after 44 hours of this weird xylophone twinkling, I'm pretty sure it started to haunt me in my dreams. The only other sound, aside from your boyfriend constantly screaming at the television, would be the metal clashing, and so because of that, I'm going to give sound a 6. So on to playability. This game seems rather difficult and frustrating at best. I watched my boyfriend die countless of times. There was a lot of screaming at the television. One night, most memorably, I was upstairs watching Netflix with our dog, and due to the amount of screaming that was going on downstairs, I thought we were the victims of a home invasion. He did get better, and your character seems to get stronger as you go along. There's also like a phone a friend mode. When you're fighting a boss, you can ask for help or whatever. I don't know where this other character is coming from, but you can kind of use him as bait to distract the boss and then kill the boss and then win the level. He has beat the game and continues to play. For what reason, I genuinely don't know. Because of that, I guess I will rate playability at like a 7-ish, maybe an 8. Entertainment, which I think is the most important category. I genuinely found this rather entertaining to watch. There were times when I felt we were having a couple moment and we were getting to solve the puzzle together. These moments generally revolved around him running through an MC Escher-esque castle and running into dead ends and dying all multiple times, and us trying to sort out this maze. It was fascinating to hear him and his best friend downstairs in the middle of the night screaming at the television like a couple of little boys terrified in the middle of the night. I found that genuinely amusing. I don't think the dog appreciated the amount of screaming at the television. So for that, I'm gonna give entertainment scale of about a 7. So thank you for watching this week's episode. I have spent 44 hours watching my boyfriend play Dark Souls 2, and it means a lot to me to share my opinion with you. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and tune in next week for another episode